So today we'll start the absence management. So now we will talk about absence management. So basically in absence management, what we will do is whenever an employee applies a leave, no, so those details will be recorded in the absence management. Okay. So basically for absence management, we will go to the my client group. We will have absences. So here for administrator, for absence administrator, these all types will be shown. So absence records for the employees, what are the absence records are there, that's shown here. Work schedule is nothing but like for in an organization, different employees have different work schedule. Somebody will work from Monday to Sunday, sorry, Monday to Friday. Some will work from Sunday to Thursday. Some will work in the morning shift, some will work in the evening shift. So all those will be done in the work schedule. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the absence process. So basically absence processes is nothing but there are some some processes which was given by Oracle. It will be run on daily basis to recalculate all the absences which we have applied. Okay. So this is also the same thing. Okay. So for example, you have leave balances of 10 days. You applied for 4 days. So the balance will be 6 days. So these balances, this everything. So again, you withdraw after 1 hour, you withdraw some leave. So after all this, it will recalculate. So the process will recalculate and it will see whether all the absences are for the employees is in proper way. Okay, the balances and their configuration is in proper way. So for that we will have a schedule and monitor absence processes. So we have around 6 processes. I will give the list. So we need to run that. Okay, and actually here the configuration will done. So we have absence regions, absence certifications, absence plans, absence type, leave agreements, absence and absence category. So basically for any type of leave we will do configuration here. And the rate definition, like the rate definitions if nothing but so you are working for an for 1 day. So what will be the rate? So whether it is uh, $10 per hour or $15 per hour or $5 per hour, all those rate definitions will be calculated here. Okay. And eligibility criteria and derived factor. Eligibility criteria, we will create an absence plan, but this absence plan, to whom it will be applicable? So it will be applicable for all the employees, or it will be okay, whether it is applicable for only employees, whether it will be applicable for so the eligibility criteria have nothing but, so how we are different, like we have created an absence plan, so to whom it will be applicable. So whether it will be so if you take example, maternity leave will be applicable only for the female employees. Okay. As well as paternity leave, paternity applicable for only for male employees. Okay. And marriage leave, will be applicable for only the people who are unmarried, means singles in the organization. So all those eligibilities will be created in the eligibility profiles. And in the derived factors, what it will do, on what basis how many leaves will be given to. For example, for grade 1 the leaves is 20 days, for the grade 2 the leaves is 30 days, for the grade 3 the leaves are 40 days. So different types of validations we can write in the derived factors. Okay. And that repeating time period, this is the time period in which basically the leaves will be applicable. So I will explain all these concepts before we will start configuring the application. So basically it will consist of lookups. Okay, it will basically the setup was divided into 4 parts. Okay, it was divided into four parts. The part 1 consists of lookups, value sets, flex fields, master formulas, profile, rate definitions. And part 2 consists of absence plans, absence certification, and absence reasons. Part 3 consists of absence types. Option 4 consists of okay. So we have 4 parts. So in order to have a full configuration, we need to create all these. So lookup, value sets, and flex fields are not mandatory, and fast formulas are not mandatory. So without this also we created, but as a process, this should be created. Okay. I think you ever this value sets as well as the flex fields. So we have already discussed. And fast formulas we are not yet discussed. I will show you one fast formula in this particular application setup. But in the payroll, we will have more scope for these fast formulas. There we will came across different scenarios where we will use the fast formulas. So before that, I will show you the how we will apply absence for an employee. I am just showing how an employee will apply leaves. Okay. So lookup, value sets, flex fields. I think there is no need to explain this again. Okay.
Okay.
Flex fields basically we will use descriptive flex fields, and the value sets, where we will call some values in the flex fields, and the lookups also same. The lookups and value sets we will use in the flex fields, and these flex fields we will use in the absence types. Okay. The fast formulas I will explain once we will create the absence type and absence plans. Now we will start with the eligibility profiles. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So as a process of this eligibility profile, so let's consider an example. So I will give you a business scenario where we will configure all these. Okay. Business scenario is the business requirement. So we will accomplish the business requirement by following these steps. Okay. So by this method you will understand the requirement, and you will understand the solution, as well as you will understand the setup. But before that, I need to give definitions. No. So basically, the absence plans, we will have different types of absence plans. Okay. Uh, Absence plans, we have different types of absence plans. Like, so in every organization, we have annual leave, sick leave, casual leave, marriage leaves, maternity leave. We have different types of leaves. Okay.
Yeah.
But to whom this leave should be applicable? So that we will define in the eligibility profile. So let's consider. We will take three examples. One is annual leave. Okay. One is sick leave. Okay, and another is maternity leave. So we have let's consider we have three types of leaves. So annual leave will be applicable for all the employees. So if you see the eligibility profile, and one more thing, this eligibility profile we will use in the absence management as well as in the performance management as well. Okay. So in the performance management, this eligibility profile we will use to, we will have a goals in performance management. There to whom these goals needs to be applicable. So there we will use the eligibility profiles. Okay. But as of now, we are using this eligibility profile in the absence management as well. Okay. So let's see. For the annual leave will be applicable for all employees. So how we will define in the application. So this is called eligibility profile. So here we will create participant profile. Okay. Here we will give the eligibility profile shortcut for annual leave. Okay. So profile usage absence. So we can give global. Global means it will be applicable for all other modules. Okay. And as I mentioned, that the status is active. So the eligibility criteria. In eligibility criteria, we have different types of eligibility criteria are there. Okay. So what I am saying, it will be applicable for active all active employees. Okay, all active employees. So in the assignment status, we need to go and we need to give the what is the assignment status one. Okay, so active payroll eligible. Okay, so it will be applicable for all the employees, and it will be applicable for let's consider assignment category only for full-time employees. Only for full-time employees. Okay, and we can give other categories like job position, payroll on payroll basis, and different basis we can give this annually. Okay, based on the work location, we have different categories. Okay, the person also, the person type should be. We have large number of based on business requirement. We need to configure. Basically, that requirement will be there. So every time we will have different types of requirement. Like as I said, I have told you only the three leaves, but the in current project which I am working, there are having around 24 types of different types of leaves. So they have a leave called military leave. So military leave will be applicable for the employees who are completed 30 days in the organization, as well as he should be an he should be a nationality of Indian. Okay. uh, okay, he should be a nationality of Indian, and at the same time he should have not done the military services for the organization in the past experience. So those type of configuration will be there. Okay, so that's why we will have different type of this number of configurations are there. Okay, let's consider some type of leaves will be there that will be applicable only for manager. So that we can achieve using the FORT formula. Okay, so that's why they have given different type of eligibility criteria. Okay, as of now we have taken a simple example where it will be an annual leave, it will be applicable for employee, and where he should be a permanent employee. So if you click on view hierarchy, it will show what are the condition we have defined in this particular rule, in this particular eligibility profile. What are the conditions we have defined? We have defined in the assignment status active payroll, in the assignment category full time, and in the person type we have created the employee only. Okay, so this eligibility profile we will create we will give it to the absence plat in the later part of our section. Okay, so we for sick leave. So sick leave is also available for all the employees. No? Vacation leave. This vacation leave is applicable for all the employees who have completed 3 years in the organization.
3 years in organization.
Sorry, I was on mute. Tomorrow we will have a class as a review class. Okay, so
Okay, okay.
I think you will be available tomorrow, no? Completely.
Yeah, sir. At what time, sir?
Most probably after 11:30. Might be 12 or 12:30. So if it's not possible, I will take it in the evening. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
the revision class might be. So we will discuss the whatever the questions you have. Okay, and we will discuss whatever what we have discovered throughout this week. Okay.
Okay. The things which I am not uh, totally 100% surely about it. So that can I ask, na?
Yes. You can ask. We will.
Yeah.
I will re again explain the concept. Okay. We will discuss in a different way. Okay. So what are the
Yeah,
subjects
that.
your subjects are there? If you are not clear enough, so then we will discuss again. Okay.
Yeah, that will be good, sir. Sir, till now we are on the we are co covered the portion of global HR. Now we
Yes.
are on absence management.
Yes.
Am I
So
right, sir?
yes. Then if after this we will have payroll. So then after that we will have performance management. Otherwise we will have the performance management first. Last we will have payroll. So once all these
Okay.
modules are completed, we will have the technical concepts, as I said. So we have some
Okay. The last portion is the technical concepts.
technical concept is the last one. So where I will
Yeah.
discuss an overview, like I will complete in 2 days. So what is what actually, why we will use this, and what is your role as a functional consultant, and what it will do, and what is your role, and where we will use this. Okay, I will explain the technical concepts as well.
Sir, what matlab, uh, what's the use of technical concepts, sir?
The technical
How,
concepts, if for example, as I said earlier, you will be the face for the client. Okay. So whenever
yeah.
say the client says, I want 10 reports in the current project. Okay. In the Excel format. Okay. So you should ask them. So what type of reports you want? What is the output format you want? Okay. and who will run these reports. Okay, and what are the columns in those reports. So you will take that requirement and you will give it to the your technical consultant. At the same time, you should know whether the report is possible or not. They says we want a report with 300 fields. You should have all those things. They will say you should in a position to tell whether it is possible or not. If possible, how much time it will take. Okay, you just need to know the concepts. Okay, for example, if you take the HDL is like importing the data. They says we are having a data in the old system. Please import that old data into the new system. So you should know how you will do. You will do by using the HDL. You should explain to them. For yes, we can do this by using the HDL. Our technical expertise will are there, so they will do this activity. But we want some information from your side to do that activity. So these concepts you should know. So from where we will do, what we will do with this, or all these components. So that's there your role. You will not do anything, but you should have some knowledge, basic knowledge on that.
Okay.
It makes sense,
So,
or you still confused.
uh, basically, we have a general concept about technical concepts, sir. But we don't have to use it.
Yeah, you don't means as a functional consultant you don't have to use it, but
Yeah. Uh, for
the
only general information, I have to know about the technical concept.
technical stuff, whether when a client is it possible or not, and if it is possible, how you will do that activity. Okay, those things you will do. So for a fusion application, we have two things: inbound and outbound. So inbound means bringing the data into the application. Outbound means extracting the data from the fusion application to other third party applications. Okay, so how
Okay.
you will do? So they will ask extract the data. So how you will do? Extract the data means how you will do. They want some employee information to extract. How you will do that? As a functional consultant, you should know. We can do it either by BI reports, either by HCM extracts. We can do the both ways. Okay. So based on your feasibility, we will develop the report. Okay. So this terminology you should know. Okay. Whenever something was happening in the organization, whenever a project is implementing, you should know this terminology. But the development and all those things will be done by technical team, but testing you will do. So that the technical team will develop a report. Okay, they say, so I want the employee information like the employee number, employee name, date of birth, all those details. He will do that. The technical team person will develop, but you need to test. Means test means you need to run the report and you need to check whether all fields are coming. So there, if there are 10
Okay.
fields are
If
there.
the sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if the technical team provide me the BI report,
Okay. Yes.
so I have to run the whole report.
Yes. You need to run the. So basically, what will happen, Saurabh? Generally, in what will in organization, what will happen? As a developer, he will develop and he will done the testing. Okay. But
Okay.
there might be some bugs in that. So whatever he will develop, there might be some bugs in that. But he will not say to us. So he will release the report. But you need to test and you need to say whether the data is coming correctly or not. So the report is having 10 fields. You need to see for employee number, the employee number is coming on. So on the top, we will have employee number. You are getting employee number or not. You need to check. Why? Because we cannot completely rely on technical team. They will do they will do development. There is no doubt about that. But the fields are coming properly or not, you need to check. Okay, so we are creating the eligibility profile for vacation plan now. Okay, so here we will give global. So here we need to see. So he should be an employee. So we are looking for an employee. Okay, so who completed, so active payroll eligible, who completed 3 years of the uh,
Organization. Okay.
organization. So we need to see whether which category is there. So original hire date should be greater than. So from today, if we want to calculate the, so from today, the high date means from 3 years back. The high date of the employee should be in 2020. Okay, let's consider January 1st. Date is 19th. Okay, so the original high date of an employee should be greater than this date. So he will be completed 3 years.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the thing. So we have achieved this requirement. So we can save. So here also we can see the hierarchy. So the assignment status is, and high date is, original high date should be greater than this one. Okay. So now we will see the maternity leave. First he should be an employee. So we will give to payroll eligible. So it should be applicable for married. The married status should be. We will have the another condition is the gender. Gender should be
Mm.
female. So married female active employees. So this is for maternity leave.
Maternity leave.
Okay. So this is the eligibility profile. For the eligibility profile, will define the eligibility profile of an employee which it is applicable. Okay. To whom actually the leave needs to be applicable. In the later part of our class, so we will assign this eligibility profile to the absence plan. Okay, so there we will have a link between the absence plan and the eligibility profile. Okay, so then we will have the rate definitions. So here also we can create. So basically these also will be done by technical team. Okay, so whenever
Right definition.
there are some logical, means some technical terms are there, I mean some technical configuration are there, those will be done by technical team. Derived rate. So basically this rate definition will be applicable for the element which we will define in the payroll. So for example, I am selecting as of now this one. So how this needs to be calculated? This needs to be
So,
calculated monthly.
why are we selecting some metro basic element?
Metro basic element means, so there is a concept of, so whatever we define, that needs to be attached to an element. Okay, as of now you remember this. So whatever the rate definition, we need to attach to an element. So when there is a concept called payroll we will have elements. So there you will understand this one, why we are giving that. Why? Because we are calculating something, that value needs to be passed to some component. Okay, so you will get to know there. So that is called element. So elements are the basic building blocks of payroll. So to run payroll, elements are very important. Okay, elements means, so if you see the salary slip, we will have in if you see any salary slip, in the salary slip we will have different type of components like basic salary, HRA, transportation, and housing allowance, and as well as the bonus. So these all are elements. These are the elements we need to define in the payroll. So then only it will calculate and it will show in the payslip. Okay, so that is the element, that is called element basically. Okay, for an employee, if we want to give some values for an employee during the payroll, so we will define an element. Okay, this will be run on a periodicity on every month. So the periodicity conversion formula, standard is the factor rule value name. So this is something technical, so you will not understand as of now, but still I am showing how this will be used.
Okay, this is the term of technical, sir.
This is the term of technical. Okay. Means basically the rate means why, where we will use. Did you understand that one actually? For example, you worked for 8 hours. Okay, for 8 hours, how much salary you need to get? Means for a
Okay,
day,
it's totally depend upon the
hourly rate.
first, yeah, hourly rate, sir.
Hourly. So that we are defining here. How you worked for 8 hours. For each hour, how much? Whether for each hour, whether it is $4, $5, $6, $10. So that is defining here. Yes.
If the
Okay.
hourly rate is $10, then if I work for the 8 hours, sir, then it will be the 80 hours,
Yeah.
$80.
Yes. So
Yeah.
here we can define based on 8 hours or based on 1 hour. Here we will define. So how that needs to be calculated. Okay. So there here we are giving that. So we had defined the rate definitions as well. Okay. So for today I am concluding the class.